subscribers, my old school subscribers, and my TikTok family. If it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be possible. Just when replay gang and overseas gang, let's get it popping. Look, y'all, drop a comment anytime. Appreciate you. That being said, let's talk about it for a second, man. Look, these women out here think just being in your presence, you being around them, makes you a better person. This is how, gentlemen, when you hear women talking like this, I don't care if they're saying it in jest. I don't care if they're saying it in the content they create. I don't care if they're babbling it to their coworker. This is something to pay attention to. These women, that kind of woman, is a kind of woman to try to make every woman around her feel like, hey, they should be glad that we're just in their presence. We make them better just being around, when nothing is showing that to be true, especially in modern dating. There's no statistics or analytics showing that women make men better just by being around them or in their presence. It's actually the contrary. Most women stress men the fuck out and cause them all kind of problems. I don't even know. I don't get it. You know, so when you hear this kind of babbling because they know that it's not real and it's not reality because we pay them no attention, this is a woman that's delusional. And she might look the part, but she's definitely not talking the part. That's why I'm telling you, pay attention to these covert narcissists. I'm going to retitle this. These covert narcissistic type of female women, man, they will mimic the look because they're, listen, let me tell you something about these covert narcissistic women. They're always studying. They're on the internet, watching their favorite celebrities, content creators, studying and trying to upgrade because they're consistently trying to hide their shithole personality. And they need a bunch of online babble to confuse men into accepting their leftover selves, because most of them are leftovers. You'll have some babbling single mother online talking about her presence would make a man greater. You're already coming with baggage, and you're talking about your presence would make a man greater? They don't even want to be in reality. Except the reality of the situation is a man would make her situation better. They're still in their ego. They're still so deep in their ego. Dude, don't mess around with these American women. And you know, if you decide to do it because you're weak and you don't want to go overseas or whatever, God help you, man. God help you, dude. Because it don't act like you ain't been warned, man. We're putting out content left and right. Man, I can't even watch online content for the... Now listen, ladies, I'm not talking about the ladies. I have seen some great content from some ladies out there. Obviously, the married ones that are on our side. I've seen a few ladies that are spiritualists, a couple readers, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Some of us like them thick too. Don't discredit yourself. You know, some of us like them thick. So, you know, bashing. You know, I mean, I watched this one chick getting on to her, one of her subscribers. She was checking his ass, and it was a dude. It was a dude. He was just running his mouth mad at her for talking good about men. It's so easy and trendy to talk bad about men, and it'll put you on to where every woman wants to do it. Then she'll try to look for somebody to date. Always go to their social media, gentlemen. I'm trying to tell you, I don't care what that, you know what, is saying to your face. Go to her social media, dude. I don't care if her social media is like some chosen channel talking about God. Listen for undertones of her being jaded towards men. Listen to see if she shades men in general, or if she tries to make it seem like women are automatically smarter or more tapped in. Look for that kind of stuff, because that is a hidden, covert, narcissistic woman. Even if she's not completely narcissistic, she's probably borderline personality disorder. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to that stuff. These women have an adversarial type of spirit on them. They see everything that you do as some type of competitive or some type of get back or whatever. So you being a man threatens this kind of woman, and she will use online babbling jargon to get her hatred across and not seem like a hater. They do it all the time. I'm making videos of these type of women and posting on my TikTok. They'll seem the part, look good and everything, but they have this chip on their shoulder. It's always like a chip on their shoulder. And it's like, I don't want to deal with that. You know, they'll do everything possible to get the look down, but their personality and their tone, and it's like a chip on their shoulder. And that disgusting chip takes away from all the work that they're doing on themselves, their bodies, and their faces. Y'all don't understand how ugly it makes you when your personality is trash, absolute trash. And not only that, you think that you're smart and you drop all these shady undertone statements. You can choose to see. I dropped this video about this one lady that's on YouTube, and she's not necessarily against men, but she ain't necessarily for us. And she does content with Danica Marie all the time. I watch everything, and it's her tone, man. It's just this jaded kind of. She would throw these little slights in there about men every now and again. I'm like, you must have a horrible baby daddy or a horrible experience with men. Got all the look right. The look is down. This woman's fine as wine, man. But her personality, I'd be like, man, I can't even watch more than like 30 seconds of this woman, man. Like, what are you doing? Who are you shading, man? What are you trying to appeal to? Just women? Because you don't get no man like that. You're not. And it's crazy. It's like, man, one of her friends is Danica Marie. How in the world does she sound like this? Why is she so doggone jaded? Oh, she's not married. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Clear as day. 2 friends. They got a channel together. D6 or something like that. 2 friends. Now, listen, both of them kind of drop little shady things every now and again. I want to be real. Women, they can't help themselves. And sometimes women drop shady things to kind of communicate to other women, to kind of like keep themselves in a sisterhood. So I see the shade from all these women online. But it's not that bad from the married ones. But the single ones, oh man, the shade is so obvious. I can post it up on TikTok. Shady shit for no reason. Just be shady for no, just, you know, men will have a heart attack if a woman cheats. Why would a man not have a heart attack for the reason why? Listen, it'd be like if a man said, listen, I lost my job. Not only that, but I'm in the negative in the accounts. You gonna have a heart attack too. You gonna, oh no, I can't be. What are you talking about? It's the same thing, fool. Like, I just can't get with these women, man. They just be trying to, like, you know what I mean, gaslight and, you know what I'm saying, make it seem like they're not. No, you're shady as hell. You're shady as hell. I'll get out, shady. And they'll get the look down, right? They studying how to look, and they get the look, then they go online and be like, I don't know what's wrong with these men. I can't get one. I got the look, and then your attitude and personality is straight doo-doo. Doo-doo. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. I don't want to deal with your stank-ass attitude. They be crazy with it, too. These women talk, not her, you know what I'm saying, but I've seen other women online. Again, they look halfway deep. This is why I say go overseas, y'all. Every woman looks good and in shape overseas, and they're not over there acting like, from what I see, and when I was in Iraq. Dude, I was in Iraq. We have weapons. And they were just, oh, American black men. Oh, I was in Iraq. They were throwing themselves at me in Iraq. Full uniform on. What do you think gonna happen if I'm over there with no weapon in my hand? You know what I'm saying? No fatigues. Y'all crazy over here. Bro, I'm about to get to your point, you know what I'm saying? And also, you guys, you know, subscribe to my homie right here channel. He got a dope-ass channel, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you subscribe. But yeah, man, these women, man, they act like the bare minimum, gentlemen. If they have a little bit of shape on them, even if their boobs are like sagging to their knees, as long as they can roll them up and put them in a bra, they'll still be talking like, yeah, I'm God's gift to man, just being in your presence. Your presence is, I'm God's gift to you. If you don't take your doggone roll out boobies on somewhere and stop talking like this, and even if they don't completely believe it, they're still online poisoning the youth and other women talking this stupid ass kind of way. And they're never gonna get a man like this, dude. Like, I look at this shit and I get disgusted. I'll be like, man, shut the fuck up, man. And I try not to be cussing too much, but I just be like, what the? Man, I just be like, grown women, homie. Grown ass, funky ass women online taking everything for everybody. A man is just lucky to have you in his presence. Dropping little shade here and there. Man, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, man. Just man, go overseas, bruh. And don't listen to what none of them are saying, man. They putting out so much stuff, and there are some good ones, but I'm telling you, man, it's like a needle in a haystack. And when the good ones try to be good and own it, these evil ones come out of nowhere and start, you know, getting onto them and trying to shut them up. Just wicked. I'm telling you, man. I was watching a panel earlier, and it was women arguing with women. It was a couple LGBTQ, and they were in there arguing with each other, and I mean, they were cooking each other, and apparently they tried talking to each other or something that didn't work out, and then they blocked each other on their own lives, so they decided to go on this other woman's panel and argue with each other and roast each other, you know what I'm saying? And we're trying to cook each other back. I'm like, what? And everybody in the panel was like, what's going on here? What are we witnessing? It is disgusting. All they want to do is argue, man. Then they want you to shut up. They want you to shut up and just look good. Oh, I just want to, listen, ladies, I'm not over here to make you feel better, man. I'm over here to put the information out to the men, and if you can handle that and you can hang with us, then hang with us. But I'm not over here to make you feel better. There's so many, gentlemen, aren't there 1,000,001 pandering channels online? You can't go nowhere without women pandering to women, some of these males pandering to women, not men. Understand what I said? Males pandering to women. You can't go anywhere without seeing it. I had a woman in the comments that have been in here and was talking some good stuff in the live stream, and then goes to one of my YouTube shorts and say, well, men do it too. And ladies, save your breath and don't waste your time talking about the well, he did it and men do it too. And I'm not here talking about those males that you're describing. I'm talking about the majority of men, according to the statistics, that are not doing what you're talking about. I don't have time for your one-offs, you know what I'm saying, and your exceptions to the rule. And I'm tired of hearing it I have to speak on the behalf of men, because if I don't, there's so many people speaking on the behalf of women, and it's not enough. You want a handsome man like me who's obviously strong to speak on your behalf as well, and I'm not doing that shit. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna tell you everything's nice and sweet, you know what I'm saying? Man, look, it's been a while. You know what I mean? American dating went from sugar to shit. And I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it. If you don't like what we're saying, then change. Stop trying to make us deal with what you're trying to give us. You're giving us GMO, feminine, masculine energy, which is really a wild woman with no couth. You know what I'm saying? Just out here, you know, uncouth, doing whatever she has to do, whatever she wants to do. And then say, hey, listen, I got money and I got a degree and I got longevity as far as money goes. I can't be bought, lady. You ain't got no kind of, I don't know, you don't have anything about you that makes me feel like you're a woman, like you're gonna take care of my kids properly, put them first, you know, take care of the home. You're just out here doing whatever you wanna do, giving your room out to whoever, you know what I'm saying, letting whoever do whatever they wanna do inside your room, letting loose. You know the facts about semen, but you're still doing it. And then you're out here trying to get some guy to do the back cleanup. No, I'm not batting cleanup. Keep doing what you're doing. I'll look for the needle in the haystack overseas. Get out of here, man. I'm tired of this shit, dude. Now, let me go ahead and catch up on some of these comments. Narcissistic. Absolutely. Hey, listen, man. They try to make it seem like gaslight Asian women over here and make it seem like they're all thin or whatever. Man, go look at some. These women got lips. Man, they got thighs. They are built, man. What they... Listen, you gotta soil your royal oats. You know what I'm saying? They were said in the movie, you know what I'm saying, Coming to America. But we're going abroad. You know, but a lot of personality disorder, and we're just as wicked as if not worse than narcissists. Just a little bit more. Exactly, man. Exactly. Look, they're not going to never admit that they're narcissistic or have a whole bunch of the narcissistic traits, you know, on the list, which pretty much qualifies them, but they're definitely at least borderline. And for them to consistently gaslight us like they watch content like mine, then they'll run back to the raggedy ass, funky ass channels, and they'll make it seem like somebody like me wants somebody like them, but don't know how to approach them right. They are, dude, I'm tapped in. I can see what all these women are doing. And I'm just like, y'all are nuts, bro. I ain't paying y'all no attention. No, none. And I can tell because I'm an engineer. So I know when somebody's popping up my feed what that means, man. I built algorithms, IP addresses, VLANs. I know all about that stuff. So when somebody pops in my feed, I start investigating them. And I start watching their content. I'm like, this fool watching me. And then she over here building some proxy something and then making this, I don't want you. They be talking crazy, dude. And they know I know what I'm talking about because none of them ever approach me. They know that I know the crazy as hell. I know they've already put some image of me in their head thinking that I want them and I just don't know how to approach and I'm standoffish since my ex. No. I'm not standoffish to no woman that's a normal woman. You weirdos that try to orbit, put yourself in proximity and then get me to kind of reach out to you first or something. I don't care. Y'all could say King David, you can say Lone Wolf, you can say the popular loner, you can say all you want to and hint around in my gray beard. I'm never gonna act like I don't know nothing about what you're talking about. Say my name. David Young, say my name. Reach out to me, or otherwise I don't care what you crazies are doing online to try to get my attention. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? One of them chicks hit me up wanting to be a sugar mama. Oh, after I put the video out, all of a sudden the profile blocked me. Somebody watching me. Somebody's a content creator and I know who she is. Don't do that shit no more. Don't do that. You don't get to have me and try to come at me from a position of power. I know HOE. Don't y'all ever do that crap again. And a lot of these weirdos out here, they don't know where my money comes from, so they want to believe that I'm some kind of sugar baby. No, dummy. I'm a grown man. That's why you're attracted to me. The energy you feel is real masculine energy, not the GMO energy that y'all push around. Because I was watching a TikTok earlier where a woman was like, yeah, a lot of these women here selling it. A lot of them selling it. Times are hard. They're selling it. And if men could, they sell it too. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And not all ladies are selling it. So no, all you did was identify who you are and the kind of women you deal with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she's one of them. She's one of the people that be pushing out this propaganda. Don't forget about the Beehive, Beyonce, who's submissive to Jay-Z, goofy looking, funny looking, camel looking ass, right? Ugliest man in the world, right? And she over here, independent, get you this, get you that. Why don't you get yourself a good looking man? But that bag wouldn't be the same with anybody else. You see what I'm saying? You got to be able as a man to just see past all this stuff and read between the lines. Like, man, listen, I'm so fed up with you telling me what you want me to do and how you're going to benefit me. And I see a child with you, and this is no offense, but I see a child with you, which automatically, without knowing the child, means a liability according to the law. You know what I'm saying? And you're telling me that you're going to bring me peace and automatically, no, you're not. You're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself. And then you want me to drag myself into your crazy delusional reality where you believe you as a woman, all this stuff online. See, you got to be careful what you tell women. They actually believe everything that they hear. They don't have the sense enough. Man, I hear so much stuff online. Oh, you look great, you're this, you're that, you're amazing. That same person the next week, some of them have turned around and talk crazy to me in my live chats. I don't take none of it to heart. I could care less. Good or bad, I could care less. That way, whenever you talk crazy to me, whether you've been gassing me up or not, you're still blocked. It means nothing to me, okay? Women, on the other hand, everything you say to them means something to them. You're always trying to, man, come on, dude. Everything means everything to them. They're always worried about being outcasted. That's why when I see something talking about a woman being a Sigma or a lone wolf, get the fuck out of here. Only men can be a lone wolf. Women are just lonely. Y'all need to stop playing with that stuff. Ain't no single woman out here can handle being by herself for an extended period of time. They are terrified of being outed outside of whatever groups that they have made. They are terrified of it. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? That's what I'm saying, man. They're lost. They don't want to take any guidance from nobody. What they want to do is self-teach from osmosis or whatever they think they're doing. Whenever they just watch men and copy men, when you start copying us without getting proper leadership, you start mimicking us. You make yourself into a man and then try to present that man to another man and be like, why won't you date me? I don't date men. It's just that simple. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. Absolutely not. You know, so all this crazy talk that y'all keep doing, which is fine, you know, because all these women I keep seeing are still single, or they'll briefly date and do to break up with them, they'll be online whining again. So no one is wifing them up. But they continuously act like it's somebody else's fault while they're unwed and they're online talking as if them being in a man's presence makes a man greater, bringing no value at all, just their presence. Right? And then the way they babble online, how could that presence bring you any peace, let alone add to whatever you have going on? It's a mess, man. Gentlemen, if you want to know how the dating atmosphere is, get online and watch these women. I don't care if the woman's like, oh, I'm just posting content. You can say a lot in jest. You know what I'm saying? And I say a lot of stuff in my content. Some of it, I'm just talking, but a lot of it is me, you know, really saying things that I feel. So if they're online consistently talking crap about men, talking like they're God's gift, talking like they're so independent and so strong, man, how could you be so strong when once a month you're literally bleeding for 3 to 7 days and you're completely incapacitated for the most part, sometimes with cramping? How in the world are you on the same level? Like, what are you talking about? Man, come on, dude. They'll gaslight you all kind of ways, and at the same breath be like, when you start getting and win the argument, I'm on my period. I can't deal with it. See, this is what I'm saying. You can just back out of it whenever you want to. You can blame whatever you want to. I'm done. I'm done. And I'm not saying that all these women overseas are great, gentlemen. I've watched a couple of videos, and some of the women are some straight up smart asses. I peep game on them too. Some of them some straight up smart asses. Watching a Filipino chick, she was like being a smart ass towards American dudes, at the same time trying to bash American women. I'm like, absolutely not. Now, I'm not gonna go overseas and deal with a smart ass. I'll just stay here. I'll just stay here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, vet those ones overseas too. And this is a content creator, so you got to remember, once they start getting a few followers, their ego comes out, man. I don't care if they're humble in the beginning or not. They get a few followers, boy. Whoo, the ego comes out. The true them comes out, man. That's the best thing about money. Wait till you start seeing me with my money. I'll be the same dude. Same dude. You start seeing people that didn't have money online, and then they start getting money, their attitude and personality just changed, and everybody think that they became a different. No, they were always that dirtbag. They just didn't have the money enough to feel comfortable enough to be themselves. That's what money allows for you to do. So I vet them. I don't care if you're Filipino. I don't care where you're from. A smart ass mouth is a smart ass mouth. I don't want to deal with it from any country. You thinking that you're being witty when you're really just kind of being condescending, it doesn't come across the same. And as much as you think that you're just being witty and, you know, whatever to women in America, you're also being condescending to American men as well. I caught some of your slights, okay? So be careful with some of these overseas women too, man. It spreads worldwide, man. These women are just out of pocket. So you're looking for traditional, no matter where you are. Otherwise, you're gonna be stuck out here, you know, dealing with some narcissistic, borderline personality disorder female that is trying to manipulate you into thinking she's a certain kind of way. Then once she gets you, you know what I'm saying, the mask falls off and you got a whole demon on your hands, man. In the States or overseas. Vet them, period. Don't just be I'm gonna go overseas and find one. No. Vet they asses too. If they're smart asses, don't deal with them, man. Don't deal with them. Absolutely. And that's a great way to, I'm glad you're teaching them right, man, because they don't have no hope out here in this world, because the minute that they get hurt by a guy, their sisterhood will be the shoulder to cry on, but also is going to have to eventually be their husband, because ain't no dude going to be able to deal with you if you're never able to take accountability for what you do or what happens in your relationships, completely heal without having somebody telling you it's not your fault. You're never going to be able to have a real man like that. You're going to be stuck with these messed up boys that are the same way messed up that you are. Somebody raised by a single mother or a mother out of pocket. So again, I just watch these single mothers, and they can't sit there and say they don't move differently than other women do. They're always a victim. They're always a victim, and then trying to project on other people and bully other people, but they're always a victim. No matter what you're talking about, they'll find a way to make it seem like you're talking about only single mothers, and they're always a victim. The perpetual victim, always a victim, victim mentality. You know, why are you talking about women? Why are you don't talk about men? Do it too. It's always some single mother. Chill out, man. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? If it don't apply, let it fly. But, you know, I'm not going to hold you any longer. I got too many titles to put out today, and I got to go across all platforms. But I'll be back on here a little bit later. Absolutely, man. They also get dolled up to compete with other women. They got this huge thing about competing with other women. Part of the reason why they get married and stuff, to compete with other women. So they're competing with other women, and like you said, if they really, you know, wanted to have it their way, they wear bonnets and sweatpants, you know, funky ass bonnets and funky ass sweatpants in and outside the house. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't be shaving their legs, putting on tight stuff, buying all this stuff, trying to smell good, putting on lace fronts. They're competing with women, but not to the grocery store and back. They're competing with women at bars and clubs and photos and things like that. When they're stepping out looking like that, man, that's for men, but they'll never admit it, man. That's why I tell y'all, they will chase you, and go overseas where they'll chase you, man. Get yourself together here, you know, get your money right, get your swag right, get your riz right, but go overseas, man. Go overseas. You know what I'm saying? Diversify your portfolio. That way you have more options. I'm not saying you got to cut off all American women, but diversify your portfolio. Young guys, Go overseas. I'm telling you right now, you young guys get it the worst because, you know, as you get in your mid-30s and up, you start telling these women, kiss my black ass. You know what I'm saying? But when you're younger, you're kind of like, I don't want to mess up my chances of getting some coochie. They're going to give it to you or they're not. You know, kissing their ass ain't going to do nothing for you. I'm telling you the truth, man. My brother, I wouldn't lie to you. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, David? What's going on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I wouldn't lie to you. So just stop focusing on them. These women are talking crazy. They're going nuts because they can't have their retirement plans. I'm going to be real with you. The American man is the retirement plan for any woman, overseas, abroad, or in the States. We're their retirement plan. That's what women are taught, to look for a man to be the retirement plan. The problem is American women done forgot how to treat a man to want him to stay around. They act like it's automatic. Like, oh yeah, I'll just go out and just get ran through and have a child or two, you know, probably multiple, you know what, and then I'll just settle down with some decent guy that has no idea that I've had so many different men in my mouth and everywhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, fuck all that, dude. Because the name of the game, if you listen to them online, is don't tell them how many bodies you have and lie to them 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 and lie to them. I said, man, keep that shit, dude. What's wrong with y'all? Like, keep it, man. Keep it. You ain't got to tell me you got a bunch of bodies. You know what I'm saying? How do you tell somebody you got a bunch of bodies without saying you got a bunch of bodies? Be the modern Western woman. You know what I'm saying? And we're not going to... Can we also talk about the STD rates? The STDs and STIs. Do you know that women are getting STDs and STIs twice the rate of men? That means that y'all are out here messing with the same small pool of men, and then y'all are spilling that pool of STDs into a broader span of men by giving one of us a shot. So one of you guys thinking you got lucky with some great looking woman, no, she knows she's burning, and she knows nobody believe you that she was with you, so she don't care about you. I'll tell you, man, they're straight trash, dude. So y'all can be out here playing with your life if you want to, man, with these American women. Play with your life if you want to. I myself will not be playing with my life. Look up the STD rates. They're getting STDs twice the rate of men. Twice the rate, dude. Twice the rate. So I mean, I'm serious. Remember I told y'all, because I'm spiritually tapped in, that women are not getting well woman exams. They're not taking care of themselves. That's why the heels of their foot are crusty and stuff. They're too busy in the streets, having a good time, going on vacation and things of that nature. They're not taking care of themselves. So they got these dirty dudes letting loose in them and doing whatever to their mouths and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of these women, if a woman tells you she got strep throat, don't believe her as to the reason. 9 times out of 10, she took it ATM. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what ATM means, look it up. When they do ATM, they get strep throat and things of that nature. So just check it out, man. They're out here doing a bunch of nasty stuff. It's really, listen, just save your money. If you ever start getting weak and think about, you know, messing around with one of these Western women or an American woman, just go online, hit scroll on YouTube or TikTok, and you'll see all kind of stuff to remind you, oh yeah, I have no business messing around with these women, man. They're just out here messing around. They don't never want a guy to wear protection. Maybe letting those pookies slide it off. Even if they put it on in the beginning, they let them slide it off midway through. The reason why the STDs are so high because they're letting pookies let loose in them. The STDs wouldn't be so high if they weren't. So they're letting these guys let loose in them. So whenever you hear some woman talking about, or not hear, but if her stuff smells, if she's talking, you know what I'm saying, like she don't really go down the guy, she's letting the guy go, you know, let loose in her. She's letting them let loose in her, and you're just gonna, you know what I'm saying, put yourself in a whole bunch of, you ain't got no business putting yourself into. And I done told y'all before, semen stays inside of a woman for like 6 years. So if she's over there getting filled up by Pookie 3 days prior to you, then when you get up in there, you're gonna be getting some of Pookie too, man. I'm telling you, y'all better take care of yourselves out here, man. These women are not. And they use it as like a brag, right? Like, oh yeah, I messed with like two guys in the same night. You didn't wash your ass in between, you trifling motherfucker. See, I'm telling you, to them, it's a bragging right to be trifling. Just being trifling, just being gross, nasty, and disgusting. Running around here burping and farting and stuff, thinking that shit's cute. Just being nasty, man. Just being nasty. But I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. You know what I'm saying? Broaden, you know what I'm saying, your horizons and check out things all over the place. I'm telling you, man, they ain't got nothing to say. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Yeah, hit those push-ups, man. I'm about to get back on this workout after I do this other live stream. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, dude. It's crazy out here. I'm done, man. Listen, if you look back, look at the stats and stop listening to what's being, the propaganda being pushed to you, you'll be like, yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna focus on me. And then even if you start getting weak and you just go online and listen to most of these women talk, they're talking crazy like they're just God's gift to you, you know what I mean, no matter what. Just being in your presence when they're the ones chasing you down and obsessing over you. And you're just like, man, I'm not gonna get up in this shit, man. I'm keeping my mind straight, and I'm just gonna, you know, focus on building and then go overseas. Keep it simple. Go over there to traditional women trying to get men. Of course, all women want that retirement plan of a man, but those overseas might be trying to be more traditional and bring something to the table and not just call themselves a table. You know, we got to stop just allowing them to tell us, this is what you deserve. This is all you deserve. And you don't deserve to go anywhere. No, you don't get to dictate that. I don't even know you goofy ass women in America. I don't owe you shit. But anyway, y'all, hit that like button, share the live, subscribe. Be back on here later on, getting this work. And I will be on my podcast channel, dropping something dope. Probably a replay from my TikTok live. So check out my TikTok. I'll be on there too. Peace, love, and light. Remember, I'm your brother.